The moment John Neely Kennedy stepped onto the tiny high school auditorium stage, a place that smelled of dusty curtains and old memories, everyone in the crowd started to laugh. They didn't laugh because he'd told a joke. They laughed because they thought he was one. And that is where his story truly began. John had never been the kind of kid people expected greatness from. He wasn't the loudest, the most athletic, or even the most noticeable student at Franklin Parish High. He was the kind of boy teachers liked because he listened and classmates forgot because he blended in. But one thing he kept close, something almost no one knew, was his love for old Southern blues. He'd grown up humming to his grandmother's worn-out records, listening to voices that cracked with truth and heart. But John never sang in public. Not once. So when a few boys from the senior class put his name on the sign-up sheet for the school talent show, scribbling it in sloppy handwriting as they snickered, word traveled fast. By lunch period, half the cafeteria was excited for what they assumed would be the year's biggest joke. "Y'all hear?" one boy laughed. "Kennedy's gonna sing." "Singing?" "Him," another said. "He barely talks." John heard the whispers. He heard the laughter. And he felt the heat rise in his cheeks every time someone nudged a friend and smirked in his direction. He wanted to erase his name, to pretend it never happened. But when he reached the sign-up sheet after school, his name sat there on the list, and something inside him stopped him from scratching it out. Maybe it was pride. Maybe it was stubbornness. Maybe it was the tired feeling of always being quiet while everyone else decided who he was. Whatever it was, he walked away, heart pounding, and didn't look back. The night of the talent show arrived like a storm he couldn't outrun. Backstage, performers practiced dance moves, tuned guitars, or tried last-minute juggling tricks. John stood in the corn.